Strategic pause. Hello everyone, not an awkward pause, you see. I'm very happy today is the 79th episode of Talking Times. We have been around and we're gonna talk about something that I love. Should the beans go on the... No, I'm joking. We're gonna talk about culture shock. You're gonna love Sheila. She's amazing and she has a lot of things to share with us. But right after our podcast intro. Hi Sheila, welcome.
Hi Mike, thank you.
We will have to control ourselves not to talk too much about food because I'm very hungry.
Yeah,
okay?
let's behave well.
Okay, or not. Before we start, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I am Sheila. I am from Haiti. I am 34 years old. I studied business management in my country in English. I worked for 10 years with education and 2 years with English.
Nice.
In Brazil.
So you really like teaching in general?
Yeah, it's in my vein.
Nice. Okay, and that wasn't expected from me, huh?
Really?
Yeah, of course not. I know you for a while. And when did you decide that you would like to be a teacher? Was it when you were you like your daughter? Please, Mom, repeat after me.
Yeah. In my family, there are many teachers, so
nice.
That's the way I had before me.
So you had people around influencing you in...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And when was the first time you started teaching?
It was in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, that means I'm getting old.
Okay. Every episode I say this too. It can be part of the bingo too. I'm getting old, Okay, so you are from Haiti, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, there's so much we can talk about that, but can you give us a general introduction about your country?
Yeah, my country is a Caribbean country.
Mm-hmm.
Our closest neighbor is Dominican Republic, so we divided the island between us two.
Okay.
And we have the other neighbors like Cuba, Jamaica, My country is an island, so there are breathtaking beaches there. The mountains, by the way, Haiti is an Arawak indigenous word that means mountainous land.
Mountainous land, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She showed me the view of her house.
Yeah, it's amazing. You feel like you're flying on the top of the mountains.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned something about the landscapes there, and for example, is it a place that a lot of tourists goes? Are there beaches and...
My friend, it's an island.
Of course,
we are surrounded by the sea. Of course, there are many beautiful. They are heavenly, the beaches.
Oh, nice. Okay, so if I visit there, as a tourist, where would you recommend me to go?
I would recommend you to go to the north.
Okay.
There are beautiful beaches there. The south too. And the rest, there are many mountains, many beautiful landscape places, waterfalls,
Okay, I recommend you to go to Itaimbezinho. If you ever
What? Repeat it again.
Okay. Itaimbezinho.
Itaimbezinho.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. You see, we can share information.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So, you mentioned something that is not that obvious and is interesting. Although it's a tropical island, the place where you lived was not very hot.
No, I lived in the mountains. So when I woke up in my country, what I could see is mountain as far as I could see, those tall, big green mountains.
Nice.
So the average temperature is 15, 18, really, really, really great.
So it's basically the air conditioning temperature we have
natural,
here. Okay.
We don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best kind. So, was this a first cultural shock when you arrived here?
The weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I have to put up with 30, 35 degrees in Campinas, I'm like, oh my God, I'm melting like butter.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I was thinking here, when you were used to this kind of temperature and life, and you suddenly move to another place, you have to adapt to everything. It's not just like, for example, now I'm having a hard time to sleep because it's hot and mosquitoes. You have to think about, I don't know, the foods you prepare, the things you wear. Was it like a huge transformation? What changed in the everyday basis for you?
Yeah, it was. First, the weather. And second, there is I don't want to anticipate, but there is this flip-flop thing in Brazil that people love. It is so comfortable, so you can go everywhere you want with it. Is something amazing.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to start with the polemics first.
Okay, let's behave well.
Okay, if you guys stick with us today, we're gonna settle a nation debate involving food. Okay, and this is not a problem, but it's a debate even here in Brazil. That is about the position of a very specific food here. But okay, what about the historical aspects of Haiti? Can you tell us a bit about?
Of course, I'm so proud of my history. Did you know that Haiti is the first Black republic in the world?
I didn't. You told me that.
Yes. Yeah, we are the first Black republic in the world. Back in the time, Haiti, the whole island was a French colony.
Okay.
So, and the slaves, they didn't accept it. They tried to fight against it. Some of them, they committed suicide, they ran away, but it wasn't the good way to have freedom. So during the day, they worked usually, and during the night they gathered to plan the war.
Ah, okay.
Yes, they
Please,
gathered.
I hope there is a movie about this. It would be amazing.
Yeah, there is. And they planned the battles. They planned the revolution. And November 18, there is a place called Vertières in my country. Pay attention. We kicked the Napoleon Bonaparte army out of the country,
She didn't say the words "I will."
Yeah. I'm a kind,
Yes, you can say that live. This is very nice. Can you say that this pride feeling it's something real even today? Because we were talking before about. I can say this, a lot of countries that had been colonies, they have this stray dog syndrome. Yeah, we are not good enough. And I heard Brazilians saying here, it would have been better if we were colonized by English people because you don't want to go to your English course. That you imagine. And I've heard people saying in another discussion, if we were colonized by Spain, at least we would speak the same language to the other country, blah, 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 blah. But if you are a country that is just a colony, the colonizers, they will not see you as equals.
There's nothing good in being a colony. They just exploit you.
Exactly. You are a resource, basically, right?
Yes. This is what they did. So we kicked them out of the country. And Dessalines is the founder of the country.
Say the name again. Dessalines.
Yeah.
Okay, you correct me with the pronunciation.
Yes.
I'm trying my best.
You're doing good. You're doing good. And January 1st, 1804, he proclaimed our independence. So January 1st is not just a holiday for us like the first day of the year. Mm-hmm. So we celebrate 2 holidays during the day. And how do we celebrate it? There is parade on the street, défilés, and of course we have a dish.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
I don't remember the name, but I know one ingredient.
Yeah.
It's like a pumpkin soup.
Yes, okay. That's it.
With the banana type that
plantain, the big one.
Okay, we say here earth banana, something like that.
How can you say this? I don't understand.
They will, you know. They
Oh my God,
but
earth banana.
yeah.
Oh my.
And then somebody's thinking, all bananas, they come from earth.
Yes, of course.
But okay, sorry. I will say this before I forget. I guess I tracked easily. We have type of banana in Brazil. Have you seen those in the supermarket? It's called banana maçã. So it's
How
like
can it be banana and maçã at the same time? Somebody explain.
Exactly. I was thinking about this. You go to the supermarket and say
Yes.
apple banana.
It has to be apple or banana. How can it be both?
Exactly.
That's funny.
And now that Sheila, I will never see banana the same way now after today because earth banana da terra is the stupidest name for a banana too.
Yes, where would
Because
you
where the
call
other
it?
bananas are from the ocean.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
a very literal person would have a hard time going to the groceries here.
Yeah.
Sorry, so
Yeah,
describe the delicious soup, please.
Yeah, this soup has akin as the main ingredient.
Okay.
With all the roots like sweet potato, potato, plantain. We have a dough stick similar to gnocchi, but it is thicker. Do you eat gnocchi?
I love gnocchi. I love
Yeah.
all pasta in general.
Yeah, and we put carrot, celery, and of course meat in it.
But
Don't make me say it, okay? Don't do.
Okay. They're very picky with their meat, you know.
Okay.
But okay, we talk about meat later because that's polemic.
Yeah, later. So this food is the first dish that people back then, our ancestors, they prepared January 1st after the Stalin proclaimed the independence. So it is a dish that I just can't cook and eat alone. It is something I am supposed to share with people, remembering that our ancestors, the slaves, they gave their life for our freedom. So this is the blood in my vein, freedom, revolution.
That's beautiful, and especially when you link this with food, because first, if you're sharing a meal, you are celebrating, a good harvest, or things are thriving. If you are sharing a meal after a long enduring independence war, that's, I guess, the best trophy, and everything everybody you love are close with you. That is beautiful.
Yeah, we share this meal, and how it is not something that we're gonna prepare at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. We're gonna have it for breakfast.
Okay,
people
one culture shock in your list. We can have a checklist, okay?
People are gonna wake up like at 5 a.m. to prepare it because it takes time to peel all those things, to cook it. And when we have this dish, it reminds us we are free. We are the first Black Republic in the world.
Oh, that's nice.
We did history.
And
we kicked Napoleon Bonaparte army out of the country.
I thought you would say the words.
No, I won't say it. Don't make me say it.
Okay.
And at the time it was the biggest, the most powerful army. And
what happened there? Was like an adaptation thing, or for example, they took it for granted. We're gonna keep the situation the way it is, or was because finally people stuck together?
Actually, the colony was so wealthy that the French, and so naturally beautiful, they called it the Pearl of Antilles. So it was a pearl for them. But the slave, they did not accept it. So they gathered and they put up this revolution and they killed them all. It's war. People die.
Yeah, get over it.
Of course, yeah.
It's not gonna, imagine the guy back then. Well, I know you are having a nice time here, colonists. Could you please leave? Oh, sorry to be an inconvenience. No, you have blood there, of course.
Yeah. And the slave, they didn't have a lot of experience, weapon, munition.
No, but they were suffering a lot, so you have all that rage.
They found in their blood, in their brain, in their heart, the strength to kick them out of the country and to say, we are free. And after that, Dessalines, our hero, he built a lot of fortresses in some specific points, strategic points of the country, because the French, they didn't want to lose Haiti. because it meant a lot for them. So they threatened us. We're gonna come back. We're gonna take it back. So Thessalian,
They're situated.
yes, he built a lot of fortresses in the mountains. So up in the mountains, you can see the sea. So at the time, they used only boat, ship, So some of those fortresses, they enter UNESCO World Heritage.
Okay. So you can visit and learn about the country's history.
Yeah.
Nice. Is this something that is taught through families, for example? When you are having a celebration, you teach the kids?
Yeah,
That's nice.
You have to learn in that school.
That's
They're gonna
nice.
whoop you, or I don't know, you're gonna learn no story, my friend. You're gonna keep the dates, you know.
Almost said the words again. You're gonna whoop your ass if you don't learn that.
You'll say it.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. It's gonna slip eventually. It's gonna happen. All right. So, and today, what about the geopolitics of that? I was asking because Brazil is crazy because, for example, when I was in school, we had geography, history about here. In a way, if you are a Brazilian historian, I'm not romanticizing everything. Feel free to correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But a lot of these stories, they were close to a myth thing. Like there was this romanticized version. Oh, this historical character did this, did that, and this is what happens. Today I see a lot of debates of historians that say, no, it wasn't actually like this or like that. So in school, we learned the basics, but I guess it was not like you were saying, because the way you are describing, for me, I feel like you have this sense of union and pride and like, oh, we were suffering a lot and then we celebrate today is nice to hear. But kids don't have this kind of feeling today, just when they watch a movie, they watch a TV show that they get related to the characters, something like this, So it's amazing that it's something that is still going on, because it's the type of stuff that you never forget, right?
You can't forget it.
Yeah. Do you think that one day it's possible that the cultures, they kind of merge in a way without all the tribalism and everything that is happening here?
I hope. This is what all Haitian, they hope that what we did back then, we can do it again. We can, because our motto in our flag is unity makes strength. If I can translate it literally like this, like order and progress for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's very ironic that this is our motto. Sorry, I have to say. Okay, I'm serious now. We're talking about something serious. Sorry.
Yeah. So I hope someday Haitian people, they can come together as they did in the past, to put the country in the good way, because we would like to have the country we dream about,
I was telling about the historical context I had in school, because at that time we didn't have a sense of tribalism, like left wing, right wing. And I studied in public school, the high school and the middle school in general. Nowadays it's very divided, it's very polarized. I remember a teacher in school, he was saying something, we don't have a clear right and left wing in Brazil. It's all mixed up. A lot of political parties are like this. How is this scenario in Haiti? Do you have this like clear, right wing here, left wing here? It's all messy.
Of course, it's the same.
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
So it's part of you can feel at home here.
It feels familiar.
Nice. You mentioned another thing here. I asked you about the bureaucracy. Is something similar to, right?
Yeah, there is bureaucracy, and there is money too.
Corruption everywhere.
That is what ruins the country. Corruption.
Okay, that's so this is one of the problems that is there to be solved. Okay, we had a crazy time in Brazil. That was in 2013. That we had masses of people going on the streets. Do you guys remember that? It was crazy. And I still don't know why. Because
really?
I have the sense, this was, 11 years ago. there had been smaller protests before, you know.
Have you ever been on a protest?
I was,
Do you have the guts to go there?
No, yeah. Oh, I got pepper sprayed by the...
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my.
It's not something that I'm very proud of. But I was there, and then it started, you know, the smoke and all that mess. Yeah, like I said, bingo, I'm getting old, so I have done stuff. But is this something that happens there, like political protests and stuff like
Yeah,
this?
it unfortunately happens a lot because the people, they suffer a lot. Politicians, they are not reliable. They don't care about people. They care about our taxes.
This is something that we share then. Yeah. In general, when you talk to any Uber driver in Brazil, oh, this politician's parasites. It's like that.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
familiar.
All right, nice. Okay, so let's talk about the good stuff now, okay?
Yeah.
Before, let me take a look at the chat before they kill me.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Guys, if my battery runs out, you guys have to help me here, okay? So, okay. Tell us what you think about violence in Brazil. This is from Eurimar. Hello, Eurimar. Miguel Angelo, hello. This yellow dress is amazing on you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. You look sensational, Sheila.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Fabio. Shout out to you guys. Hello, folks. Good evening. Okay. What are the things you miss the most from your country, Sheila? Question from Fabio here.
Oh, the thing I miss the most is the nature. I love I'm a mountain girl. I love my mountains, so the nature.
Okay, that's nice. I love my mountains. That's a nice
Yeah.
title. Okay. Okay, Olimar is saying here, is banana bassa because it's sweet. Yeah.
But banana is supposed to be sweet, right?
When it's ripe, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hi Bruno. Nice to see you here, man. Bruno was here. We talked a lot about
Hi,
crazy
Bruno.
stuff. Nice. Hi, Mike. As a teacher, Sheila. As teacher Sheila, how many species of mango are there in Haiti? She told me once, and it surprised me.
Yeah.
Do you
more than
have like an
100.
apple mango there? Maybe some.
Oh, there are so many names that I can't even count. But
Okay.
our mangoes, they are really, really, really amazing. They taste like heaven.
Okay. So when you say a lot, like more than 5?
No,
10?
100 species of
100
mangoes.
species of mangoes?
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot.
Okay. I hope you guys are not as creative as we are not here, and then maybe there is an equivalent. Like imagine, oh, this is papaya mango, just to confuse people.
Papaya mamo. I remember mamo papaya.
Exactly. Another thing that we do here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Hello, folks. Good evening. Hi, Thiago. Shout out to you, man. Okay, one from Marcel here. Haiti experiences many earthquakes. Have you ever experienced one? If so, how did you make you feel?
Oh, my friend, it feels like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. The biggest one that happened in 2010 that killed 200,000 people.
Damn.
200,000 people in my country. It's feel like apocalypse. You know, everything is shaking. You can't run. You don't know what to do. It is something really, really terrible.
And is it something frequent? Like, for example, every year happens, or every month, or not as big as this one, but
Yeah, not as big as this one, but the country is crossed by a true seismic fault, so it is something that we expect to happen. What happens every year there in my country is hurricane. We have a hurricane season.
damn. And so people are in a way kind of prepared for this.
They have to get prepared.
The structures, I mean.
Yeah, they have to get prepared.
Because
Because
here,
it's gonna happen anyway.
because here it's crazy. We are really not prepared when something like even a flood. You know, there are cities they have floods. You know, every year, and the thing continues.
Yeah.
Again, nice politicians, but okay, I will not get like that today. I will hold my horses. Hey, you know,
Behave well.
I will try. Kumbaya.
Oh my god.
Goose fraba. If you get this
What
reference,
does that mean?
I see. I can teach you new words.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's from a comedy movie, you know, with Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler. Okay, yeah, they do this.
I remember it now.
Yeah. Is in Portuguese they translate like shock therapy, but I guess the original name is something else. When there is something like this, like I don't know, a typhoon, not a hurricane, you see this mass destruction. It's crazy. Okay, there are more questions here. Hello, folks. Good evening. Hi, Thiago. Okay. Gustavo is asking here, that's a very open question. What's your favorite subject? But let's be a bit more specific then.
Yes.
Okay. When you are not working, when you're not studying, Sheila, what are you interested? What do you like to do or to spend your time on?
I have a daughter, so when I'm not working...
Well, I'm a mom. I'm interested in seeing my daughter thrive.
Of course. I have a daughter, so when I'm not working... Some of my students, they know her, by the way. Because
Really?
I can be working and she comes, hello, Mom, I love you. I want to say hello to your students.
That's very sweet. How many languages does she speak?
She speaks kind of 4 languages because I speak 4 languages, Portuguese, English, French, and Creole. But till age 3, she spoke French better than Creole. But after 3 years in Brazil, when I ask her a question in French, she understands but answers in Portuguese. And when she speaks Creole with my family back in Haiti, they can understand because she speaks with the Brazilian accent.
Whoa, that's very crazy and interesting at the same time.
Yeah, she sounds like a native. She thinks she's smarter than me. The other day she taught me a new word, cambalhota, and she was like, Mommy, repeat. Cam, ba, liota, and I had to repeat. And she always tried to correct me because she's smarter than me. You know?
How does she correct you? What does she normally say?
I'm sorry?
How does she correct you? What's this thing?
It's not the way it is, Mom. This is the way it is. Come, repeat after me. And with her father, my husband, it's the same. He has to repeat after her like she's the teacher.
Yeah, so you see? It runs in the family.
Yes.
It runs in the family.
Yeah.
Okay, one more here. Oh, Marcela is saying, Teacher Sheila is the best.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. This is something that now it makes sense why the students they love you, Sheila, because going to another country and having all this cultural experience, it gives you the kind of empathy that a lot of teachers lack, because you know how it is on the other side to be learning a new language, the confusions that we can make, now. When you first arrived in Brazil, okay, let's try to list here. Can you tell me what were the strangest things that you had to adapt, apart of the weather and all of that?
It can be about the language.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah, I speak 4 languages. So sometimes when I don't understand something in Portuguese, I refer to one of those languages. And the first time I heard gato, gato for me, it's cake in French.
So you imagine somebody fetching a cake.
Yes. Oh my God. Really?
Oh, like what the hell is going on there?
Yeah. And what gato actually is chá in French, but chá for you in Portuguese, it's a beverage.
So you imagine somebody drinking a cat.
Yes, it was, oh my God, crazy to try to understand it.
Okay, so there are some equivalents in English, for example, intend and pretend.
Yeah.
So people always say, oh, I pretend to go to United States. So it means you're gonna fake your trip.
Yeah, I had this experience with one of my students. I was, oh my God, you're gonna fake it? He was, no, teacher. And I said, oh, you mean intend. So there is a difference between intend and pretend.
Exactly, and the push and pull thing.
Yeah.
Because in Portuguese,
it is confusing.
I am pulling the thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm pushing it. So what's the lesson here? Once you are learning a new language, I know it's hard, but you have to cut ties with the old one.
Yeah.
It can be confusing, right?
And you have to get immersed in the language. For example, sometimes I try to remember something in my mother tongue. I'm like, oh my God, how do I say it? The word that comes to my mind is a Portuguese one.
And then you were stuck in the middle.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I got frustrated. Oh my God, I forget how to say this in my mother tongue,
This happened to me when I was, I told you, me and Stefan working together, talking English and then teaching classes. And then I would go to a supermarket and go to the checkout guy or girl and then, oh, thank you. And the person was like, I said, oh, obrigado, velho. Thank you. You know, it was like this. It's automatically.
Yeah, something happened to me. I worked at a company like where I had to sell planes. You know, these calls, hello, I'm Sheila, I'm working X company.
Mm-hmm. We
And-
love to receive telephone calls from strangers. It's a Brazilian thing. We are very welcoming with them.
Yeah, of course you are. So,
I'm sorry.
I called.
On behalf of all Brazilians, oh no, I don't answer for that.
So I called the guy and we were talking and I asked him to give me some information like names and he was like, how can I trust you? Isn't it a scam? Golpe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I wanted to assure him that the call is recorded, you know, that he can be sure it's okay, everything is all right. And I was like, a ligação está grávida. I wanted to say gravada. I said grávida.
Well,
It was such
okay,
a
so
shame.
it's gonna be a very productive call. It's gonna thrive. And, okay.
And oh my god, he can go to phone.
Are the Portuguese verb conjugations very confusing? Because it is for us.
Oh my god, this is killing me. Yeah, it is kind of hard.
Okay, because sometimes, for example, you try to flex a verb based on the previous one. Like
Yeah.
I said, if you try to say in Brazil that a company will go bankrupt and you use the verb falir, you guys try to do it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You have to use another structure to express the same idea. When was the time, Sheila, that you felt, oh, I am actually adapting here now? Or haven't happened yet?
No, I am getting adapted because when people, when I first came here, when these there are 4 steps in cultural shock. The frustration step, and I was in the bus. It was after the pandemic, so people still used
those
the
masks. Some people were going to swimming pools with that.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard back in the days because when people they are talking to me, because Brazilian people are very talkative, they would like to talk to people, and if they know you're a stranger, they're gonna ask you question, and I wanted to answer. And not native speakers, they speak really fast. It's something natural, and they speak fast. It was like 3 or 4 months since I was in Brazil, and with the mask, and I was like, tudo bem, entendi. I understood nothing, and I was, yeah, tudo bem. It was kind of hard, but now, after 3 years, my Portuguese is better. I'm not going to say a ligação está grávida anymore.
Okay, all right.
Anymore.
Nice, and I'm happy to know that you don't have to talk to angry people on the phone.
No.
Now you can amaze the students, That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay, what happened to you, Sheila, when you went to a restaurant here? I guess it was kind of a cultural shock too, right?
My friend, the first time I saw a man putting food in his plate and putting the bean first, I'm a grown woman, I know how to behave, I can hold myself, and I was, don't do it like this, it's not the way it is. And one day I bought food at a restaurant, and the lady, she told me about rice, bean, falafel, meat, and so on. And when I came home, I opened the lunch and I was like, oh my god, how did she dare to sell me food without bean? Where's the bean? I was ready to go back to the restaurant and say, I don't want it, I need bean in my food. And suddenly the reality hit me. I had to go digging down the rice to find the bean. Where's the bean? The bean is supposed to be beside or on the top.
Okay, here. Stop everything. Okay. Let me see the chat here. All right.
Yeah, on the top or beside.
Okay.
Friends.
That's the discussion here. We were having the discussion before, and it makes no sense to put the beans under the rice, or because you have like the juice there. That's that
I'm supposed to see my bean, to enjoy the bean. How can I enjoy it if I have to go digging down the rice to find it?
If I had to be a detective, I would have called the Scooby-Doo gang to find my beans here. That's a nice way to complain in a restaurant. Should I call the detective to find my beans? They have to be here, exposed.
Yeah.
But okay, you were polite. That was nice. But so I guess one way to settle it is you put your rice and you can put on the sides and 30%
it's
on
so
the
beautiful like this.
So they will probably kill one another in the chat now. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to read the questions here, okay? I'm running out of battery. So, okay. Another thing, Sheila, you were describing some Haitian dishes for me, and you guys are kind of picky with your food, right?
And complicated.
Yeah, but okay, let's just start with how do you normally prepare like breakfast and dinner? What's the normally items and things that you use and eat there? Because no rice and beans every day, right?
No.
Okay.
Good, let's start by the breakfast.
Okay. Take notes, guys.
Teacher Sheila can wake up at 6 a.m. and have pasta. Like real pasta, Because in my country, people say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So I tried to be Brazilian to have just a cup of coffee with 2 pãozinho de queijo. And I pass out. I can't handle it. So in the morning, I have to eat. And Haitian people, we really like plantain. This huge banana. We really
Not earth banana.
Yes, earth banana.
Don't say that. Just me, life, as a joke. Yeah, that's another. Oh my god, no. Sorry, but all the names of fruits we have is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because nanica should mean like tiny, very small.
Of course,
it's
not.
Ass banana there.
And it's not.
It doesn't. Oh my god! I guess the guy who invented the names of the fruit, he did just to mess with everybody else.
Of course,
Oh, that's maybe the way they could. I don't know. Mess. Okay, so let's go back. So you like to have the plantain?
Yeah, plantain with eggs. And there is another dish we really like. It is made with ground corn. It is called quilela here. Do you know it?
Quilela?
You've never seen quilela?
I don't know.
I buy every day in Campinas.
It's the one made of corn?
Yeah, it's a kind of ground corn.
Oh, it's nice.
We prepare something similar to couscous, but kind of different,
Okay, the one we use for couscous makes sense. Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah,
So you put an egg on the top?
Yes,
and, you hesitated for a minute, so oh my god, maybe I'm saying something really messed up. No, and then you need to have the yolk, not very hard.
Yeah.
And then it melts on it. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know omelette too, but in the morning I really eat. I have to eat to feel full, not to pass out.
It makes sense. I do the same thing here.
But to my defense,
okay,
for dinner, Haitian people, we don't really eat a lot. Like I wouldn't eat like rice and bean 2 times a day. For dinner, I can just have a sandwich or porridge, something really, really, really simple.
Okay. Biologically makes sense because if you eat a lot before you sleep, your body will be doing the digesting, and then you don't sleep that well. But a lot of people here, they do exactly the opposite. They will eat just toast or coffee, and then a huge dinner at night, and then I don't sleep well. I wonder why. Okay. Let's say I am in Haiti and I want to prepare some meat. And I am Brazilian.
Oh, my friend. To prepare Haitian meat, you need to perform surgery. Can you?
Scalps. And then...
Yeah, because we are kind of really picky. We want to remove any silver skin, fat on the meat. I struggled a lot with it because it is something that your parents are gonna teach you.
Oh, okay.
You have to know how to perform surgery on the meat, to remove all the things.
This meat stuff that you are describing to me, I remember Bianca, shout out to Bianca, she was describing how Italians are picky with the way they prepare their pasta. Like, you cannot break, you cannot do...
No, don't do it, please. Don't give him a heart attack.
Yeah, and it's something like this. Oh, I bought this soft loin. Soft loin is the one that Brazilians love for barbecue. Would you, if this happened there, they would remove the fat?
Yes, you have to remove it. They don't want to see it. You have to remove it. And you're going to rub this meat with orange, a very sour orange in my country we use specifically for that purpose. Or lime if you don't have, for example, I don't find it here in Brazil, I use lime. And it's not something you're gonna do softly. When you had a bad day, you wanted to curse at people.
Okay, you want to say ass a lot.
To scream, but you couldn't, and you have all this energy inside of you. So you're gonna rub the meat with this energy till the meat smells good. And in the meantime, you are supposed to have a pot of water boiling on the stove with thyme, tomilho, thyme, parsley, with green onion, anything you can put in this water. And this boiling water, you're gonna scald the meat. You're gonna let the meat in this water for like 1 minute. Only after this procedure, your meat gonna be ready to receive now seasoning.
Okay.
When I say seasoning, not just 1 or 2 ingredients. Haitian people.
Only salt. No
way. Haitian people, what we do in every Haitian house, you're gonna find a big jar on the fridge where there is a mix of garlic, pepper, bell pepper, cloves, onion, green onion, thyme, parsley, everything, celery, everything blended together. And this is with this seasoning we cook everything. I think only white rice we cook just with garlic or green onion, salt and oil.
Okay, that's a lot of ingredients, and I loved it because one of my favorite experiences while cooking, or when somebody's close to me cooking, is the smell of fried onions and garlic there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then, this smells good. It's always the same smell, but it's so welcoming, so nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And so, a lot of people from other countries, when they eat Haitian food, I imagine they are surprised because, oh my god, the food has taste.
Yeah, it has to be tasty. If it is not tasty, for example, if I cook something and it is not that well tasty, my husband gonna go, oh baby, are you okay?
And say, why? Do you want to starve? Cook your own food. It
has to be tasty,
But this is so. In general, do you like cooking too?
I like cooking, but when cooking is an obligation,
exactly, that's the
something
best.
I like.
Yeah, like
when I'm in the mood, I'm gonna cook this, that, but when I have to do it, it's something else.
Okay, and when you are in the mood, you like to cook traditional Haitian meals?
Yeah.
Okay. Now be honest with me, how long does it normally take? Because you are describing the surgery you have to do with the meat.
Yeah. It takes time.
Like hours, right?
Yeah, and the meat has to marinate. Like, if I want to cook lunch tomorrow, I can start preparing my meat today.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because the seasoning has to penetrate the meat.
I'm so hungry right now.
There's something we like to do.
Okay.
Sometimes we cook meat with bones. And the seasoning has to penetrate the bones because after eating, I'm gonna have my bones on my plate to enjoy. I'm gonna suck them, the bone marrow, the spongy tissue inside of the bone.
There's a lot of, I forgot the name of the protein, collagen. Collagen, yes.
Yes, we really like to do it. So it has to be tasty. The seasoning has to penetrate the bone.
So, if somebody wants to do an adventure in the kitchen there, you cannot be a newbie there. You need a lot of preparation.
Yeah, and if you want to cook rice and bean, because we don't really eat rice, white rice with bean separated, we can prepare them together. First, you want your bean to be at a certain point, not overcooked.
Okay.
And you're gonna cook it with the rice. It has to be at a certain point. because the rice cannot be mushy, overcooked. So there is a procedure that your parents, my parents, for example, they taught me, and you have to know how to do it and do it really well.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, I'm thinking if we have something similar here. I guess something that I can relate is that Brazilians, they are very picky, not with the complexity, but it's my way to do this. In every home here, maybe you have this discussion. There are people that instead of filtering the coffee, they will put the coffee powder straight in the boiling water,
Yes.
and you say, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
You all have the relative. Don't judge me. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that I do this. There is the way that people like to lit the grill.
Yeah.
When, oh, you can do this, you can do that. Always the techniques, but the discussion here about barbecue would be if you like it rare, medium, or destroyed. I mean, well done,
My friend,
How is
I
the
don't
meat there?
believe that Haitian people, okay, me anyway,
Okay.
at least,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that I'm ready to eat rare steak,
Okay.
because I don't want to, for me, I don't want to see the pink part inside the meat.
So this is very different than what they do
Yeah,
here.
it has to be well done,
Okay, so this is something that Brazilians would like. Oh, you removed the fat from the soft loin,
Yeah.
and you cook it a lot.
It has to be cooked.
Oh my God! At least somebody creates a reality show where you put a Haitian chef and a Brazilian chef.
Yeah, that would be
This
great.
would be like a jacan from Haiti and a jacan from Brazil. That would be.
Amazing.
You are the dream of the profession.
Yeah, and talking about food, I eat avocado
Okay.
with everything, bread,
but
rice.
or no but.
But when I see people eating rice with banana, pineapple in the same plate, I'm like,
Thank you so much.
oh my God,
That's
really?
weird for me. Yeah, and they are strong. They are strong defenders of this. How can I
Really?
say? Yeah, they say no, it's delicious, and they put in the middle of everything there.
yeah, I can't.
No, not my vibe too.
But when they see me eating with avocado, they're, oh my God, she's eating avocado with rice. Usually we have a shake with milk, sugar with avocado.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Avocado for me, I'm used to eating it sweet as well, like with sugar and oats. The first time I tried, I guess, was Mexican food, and it was blended there. It was
Guacamole.
weird. Yeah, I guess it was guacamole. And then I said, okay, it's weird, but it's all right. But my problem is with bittersweet foods in general.
You understand?
Okay. By the way, we're describing the food there. It goes closer to the spicy type of food or something like this, or just well seasoned, not spicy at all.
It is spicy. It depends.
Nice. Okay.
If your stomach is good enough,
Okay.
you're gonna eat spicy food. But Haitian people, they like spicy food.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, I like it even more now. What about human behavior, Sheila? What are the similarities with Brazilians and Haitians? Are we very different people, similar in which aspects? What was your impression?
Not that different. Haitian people, as Brazilian, they are really welcoming. They are heartwarming. So in that point, really similar. But the way Brazilian people, they act around kids they don't know, they meet for the first time, it's something that doesn't really make sense in my country. For example, if I see you with your kid as a Brazilian, I'm gonna, oh, what a fluffy cutie pie, you're so beautiful, let me give you some snacks. In my country, we do it with family and friends, not with strangers.
So if I go to, for example, something that happens here, it was funny in the example you mentioned, the guy who gave some, like a candy.
Yeah.
It was an old man, right?
Yeah, I went to the doctor with my daughter. We were walking on the sidewalk peacefully, and there was this old guy in his 80s, limping, using a stick to walk, and with 3 packages. And he was like, oh, what a beautiful little princess you have. And I said, oh, thank you.
Who are you?
And wait, I have something for you. And I was like, did I understand well? Did he really say he has something for us? And I had to wait for him, go searching in which package is the snack. And after he pulled out the snack, and this is for you, little princess. This is something so beautiful.
Nice.
But in my country, I wouldn't do it with a kid I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't know what is there. So what are you giving to my kid? What is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the Brazilian customs that for you they were very weird or strange? For example, a simple one that when you say thank you for Brazilians, a lot of them they answer imagine. And it makes no sense.
I'm like, oh my God, what am I supposed to imagine about it? And I had to learn that means, for nothing, you're welcome.
Yeah, anytime. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there other things that we do here that they were different? I don't know, in terms of, they do this here, it's normal, I didn't expect to see. For example, when you meet a person for the first time, we are running out of time already, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus.
Time flies.
Yeah, when you meet a person for the first time in Haiti, and do I hug? Do I kiss? Offer a cheek?
It
a
depends.
handshake?
You can do all those. It depends. It's the same as in Brazil.
Okay, so it's not something that could be offensive. For example, hello, how are you?
No, it's totally normal.
Okay, nice. What about the things that you saw here at first? You mentioned the language, some words that are different. First time you started to go to places on your own here, were people friendly? Was it easy to communicate?
Yeah, for me to communicate when my Portuguese was that bad, it was kind of complicated, but Brazilian people, they are ready to help. What do you need? How can I help you? How do you want to get there? I can help you, give you directions.
Okay, so one thing that I noticed that people struggle a little bit here is if you try to speak English to Brazilians on the street. I did this social experiment once.
Really? What happened? I'm curious now.
Yeah, when we started there in John Boy, I decided to deliver some flyers to people about the school. And then I said, you know what, I'm gonna do like a prank in a way. And then I got these flyers from the school and I put them in my pocket and I pretended I was a lost gringo.
Really?
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah, no, I did this on the avenue, so around the supermarket there. And, people were just walking by there and I would go like, excuse me, is there a bank nearby? I was do exactly this. Imagine I stop you on this, excuse me, is there a bank nearby? Or is there a bank around? And people do like, I got a lot of this here. They laugh like
they don't understand.
And I imagine if I really was a person asking for help, that would have been so rude. Like imagine, please, I'm feeling bad. Where's the hospital? He died. Like what the hell?
Oh my.
Yeah, and then some people said no English, and they were like this. But it was tough, I guess. In like 1 hour, maybe I approached 30 people, for example. I guess 1 or 2 said, "Oh, you can go to that place," or it was something like this,
Yeah.
So, have you tried to talk to English to Brazilians in
haven't.
Good. I guess. Well, you were here in Campinas, so this experience would have been kind of similar.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and it was tough. So it's not common to see people on the streets talking English and helping.
Not at all.
Well, what could you say, Sheila, to our students that are learning English and they are struggling? For example, a lot of them, they have a hard time trying to communicate in English. Some they think they have to translate everything.
I would tell them that learning a new language is not something that happens by magic,
Yeah.
In a blink of an eye. It's not magic. It takes time, dedication, motivation. And by the way, this methodology we guys have here in time is really, really amazing. And if you want to speak the language, immerse yourself. Think in that language. You want to speak English? Think in English. When you keep translating, it gives you a lot of work to do. And you don't really learn, So when you just do it naturally as your mother tongue, you have better results.
Yeah, for example, the example you gave before about cake, cat, and teeth, How can you get the difference in a conversation, for example? You will have to look for other words there. For example, if the person is saying something like, oh, my cat is sick.
Yeah, I have to stay in the language. We are talking Portuguese. I stay in Portuguese because if I refer to French or Creole or something else, things can be messed up, you know? You stay in the language. I think in the language.
But in context, right? For example, well, it makes no sense. My tea or my cake is sick. It's probably, you know, about the cat.
Of course.
And we use a lot of facial expressions. A lot of Brazilians, they also talk with their hands. And this is something so simple. Sometimes I'm talking to students. I guess we talked about this in one of those trainings that we were doing together.
Yeah, we did.
If we, for example, I don't speak Chinese. If a guy enters here and I'm about to drink this, and the guy does like,
yeah,
I understood nothing. I will imitate a Russian guy, but I will not do that today. Okay, if a Russian guy enters in the studio and I'm about to do this, and he says,
what's that?
I don't speak Russian, you see. But what's the intention behind Rus da stick? I will probably understand, okay, he doesn't want me to drink.
Yeah.
Maybe Rus da Steve means it's poison, it's with some poison here.
Yeah.
Something like that. So if I can understand, I'm joking of course guys, but there's a little lesson here. If I can understand the vocal tonality, the facial expression like or this, I can understand the intention behind that speech.
Yes.
And this is everything when you're trying to communicate.
Yeah, and sometimes the students, they always think that they have to use the correct word. They get stuck. I don't know how to say cup. You just can say the recipient we used to drink tea.
That's amazing. Paraphrasing, exactly.
Yeah, you just explain because the point of communication is to communicate. Make yourself understood.
Okay. I'm trying to understand your brain now.
Really?
Because I love to study this.
You can read?
No,
in my mind?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
That would be fucked up.
I would be scared.
No, I can't. But I know a guy who can. No, I'm joking. It's the bingo. We had a conversation about bilingualism a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there are structures that changes in our brain. So when you are having a normal day, do you sometimes mix the four languages, or like you were saying to me, when you are angry, sometimes you will curse in Creole or then,
yeah, I do. I curse in Creole. I wouldn't curse in Portuguese or English or French.
Because it's amazing how everything gets like in a compartment here, but sometimes we're like, whoops, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, we are running out of time.
Really?
Yeah, we are.
Oh my God, time
I'm hungry.
flies.
Thanks to you, I'm hungry because of the descriptions. Can you try to teach me see you all next time in Creole again?
See you next. What? Did you forget it?
I remember
I'm gonna give you my picks first, you know, and I teach you after.
Okay, because I only remember the semana. This part
because it is similar to semana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, guys, I am a teacher and I have a hard time learning too because it's my short-term memory.
Yeah.
Therefore, you have to create long-term memory associations that will help you to learn that. Bingo.
That's it.
Exactly. But I remember the where. Okay.
Yeah, you remember this. You know, body language is really important.
Exactly, because you did the sound.
Yeah.
The mimics there, the gesture. So how do I say see you guys next week?
I give you my shabby picks.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, after the show.
Okay.
So, you say na ué semaine prochaine.
Não é semana prochaine.
Yeah, não é semana prochaine.
Não é
That's
semana
it.
prochaine. Não é semana prochaine.
You sounds good.
Não é semana prochaine. I do this to learn. Não é semana prochaine. Okay, so before we go, Sheila, thank you so much. It was very nice talking to you.
The pleasure is mine.
I love something that you do in the classes. I told you before that you have this very relaxed and laid back posture, and you are so funny without trying to be funny.
Really? Really?
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice.
Thanks.
It's very nice the way you teach and do everything. I guess, like you said, it's in the blood. You know?
Yeah, it's in my vein.
Nice. Final message to our listeners before we go.
Final messages to our listeners. Yeah. Why do you laugh? Let me be serious, okay? Yeah. Learning a new languages is a huge journey. So if you want to learn English, Times Idiomas is the best place to be, you know? And if you want to learn it, don't give up. Don't stop. You want it, go for it.
Nice, amazing. Guys, thank you so much for the questions. Unfortunately, I ran out of steam here. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, battery. But I guess this is the lesson that we can get from today, right? Try to really get immersed in the language. Try not to translate everything and be open to new cultures, to new experiences. We can learn a lot. The day you talk to a person from another country using your English is gonna be a game changer and would be amazing for you to do a genuine human connection with that. I'm not gonna tell the story, okay? Hope to see you next week on our new episode of Talking Times. This episode's gonna be on Spotify tomorrow. Bye bye. See you next week.
Bye.